Hey, what's up, guys? I make a lot of videos about Masteron, and one guy commented on one of my last videos I made that was about adding Masteron to a TRT dose. It's that he did it himself, and he does 100 tests a week and then 100 Masteron a week, and he says that 100 Masteron really adds to his libido, so his like sexual performance or just sexuality in general, which is a very common theme that I hear a lot of people talk about when talking about Masteron. In fact, I've even heard that from legit, this is going back a ways, that it actually can increase your penis size. So, and that could be just due to like vascularity, like, penis is just like having a pump because it's filled with blood. So I know Masteron, when I do it, it adds to muscle hardness and vascularity when I'm on it, like my veins pop out and such, and that's kind of like the typical shrink wrapped effect it has. But I think there's also something to be said about just like blood delivery to the muscle for whatever reason, and a lot of anabolics do, I believe, have that effect. Now, what is it about Masteron in specific? Well, to be honest, I know that a lot of various androgens have that effect. Like I believe even heightened testosterone, you might have that effect, and even things like NPP or nandrolone, even though that typically people say if you do nandrolone, you get the decadic and whatnot. But I think that's only when they use too much of it. There's too much progesterone or something along those lines. But I believe all androgens have some type of sexualizing effect. I know when I'm blasting per se, it's just like sometimes it's almost too much, and I attribute largely that to the Masteron. And but that being said, so all androgens many androgens can have an effect, including testosterone. There's something specific about Masteron. Now, I don't know the pharmacokinetics of why exactly that is. But I have my suspicions, and maybe some of you can fill in the blanks on this, because this is part of like why I make this videos, isn't just to like lecture you guys, but have a conversation about this and to hear your guys' experiences as well. I attribute it something to it for it being a DHT. Okay, I think really much DHT compounds. It's due to that. Okay, there's something to that, and it could be as well something to do with it having an effect on the testosterone itself receptor sites. So maybe it heightens the sexual receptor sites to the other androgens like testosterone, and potentially the downstream conversions of testosterone in itself as well. Also, I believe, this is something that I don't hear a lot of guys talk about, but I'm going to throw this suspicion out there, is that it checks the estrogen in your body well. It puts like a check to it. So when you find that right balance of estrogen, your sex performance is going to be a lot better. If you have too much estrogen, your sex performance is going to go down. If you crush your estrogen, your sex performance is going to go down. So it's like the Goldilocks effect. There's the middle road effect. And I believe especially when you're taking a high amount of testosterone, which could really spike your E2 levels, your estrogen, having something like Masteron on board can keep that in check, and that will help. Having your estrogen check will help with your sexual performance. But again, I think there could be multiple factors involved here, but maybe there's something specific to the Masteron compound in itself. Because I know when I ran Primobolan, I didn't really have that effect. I was running 4 or 500 Primobolan, and to be honest, at times I think and I've heard this from other guys too, that Primobolan actually kind of hindered the sexual performance. Like essentially it was really hard to get off to have an orgasm, and like just took a long time, a lot longer than normal. So anyway, but Masteron, it's like boom, first thing in the morning, you're solid, you're pretty much ready to go. There even like it affects like like when you have the drunk goggles on, and it's like chicks that you wouldn't normally like even look at. You're kind of like at the end of the night, you're drunk and you want to take home kind of effect. I think there's even something about that when you're running some types of androgens where it's like you're even checking out chicks you wouldn't normally. You're fucking hyper. You're in sex mode, right? You're just beast mode. And then, but you're not putting off like a pervert. It's not like a perversion. You're just like owning your sexuality. It's just like that. You're just honest about it. It's like it's there. It's present. It comes to the forefront. It's not just like down below, like a subconscious level. That sometimes sex things come to the surface because you're being aroused or whatever. But when you're running like androgens like this, it's almost like it is at the surface a lot more, which can be a bit of a distraction, maybe. Depends, but I think if you handle it, it'll be fun. The other thing I want to mention is that if you add something like Cialis to it, you're just going to amplify that effect. So that might be desirable or not, but it can. Cialis helps with blood pressure, but when you add it to like a stack with Masteron, holy shit, get ready, because yeah, your wife might like it, that's for sure.